Hello students, parallel lines video number 2 and total number of videos, this is ninth one. Interior angle theorem. Okay, pay attention. I am reading the statement of the theorem. If two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the interior angles on either side of the transversal are supplementary. I am reading again. Interior angle theorem. See the statement. If two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the interior angles on either side of the transversal are supplementary. See here it is the figure. Line L is parallel to line M. Line N is their transversal. Angle A and angle B are the interior angles formed on one side, either side, one side, and angle C and angle D are the interior angles formed on other side of the transversal. If it is so, then what to prove? They are supplementary. Means angle A plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. Angle D plus angle C is equals to 180 degree. This result we have to prove. Okay. Before going to the proof, we have to revise Euclid's postulate number 5. What is postulate number 5? L and M are any two lines. Not necessary, they should be parallel. Line N is the transversal. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal add up less than two right angles. Means if angle A plus angle B, their sum is less than two right angles, means less than 180 degree, then these two lines intersect each other when produced in the direction of the transversal on which angle A and angle B are formed. So line M and line L are produced in this direction, then they will intersect each other. This is Euclid's postulate. Okay. Now here we will go for the proof. Three possibilities arise regarding the sum of measure of angle A and angle B. For the sum of the measures of angle A and B, there are three possibilities. Number one, angle A plus angle B less than 180 degree. Second possibility, angle A plus angle B greater than 180 degree. Third possibility, angle A plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. Okay. Now see here, let us assume that the possibility, first possibility, angle A plus angle B less than 180 degree is true. We are assuming first possibility is true. Now see here, then according to Euclid's postulate, if the line L and line M are produced, will intersect each other on the side of the transversal where angle A and B are formed. So on this side, the line L and line M are produced, they will intersect. Yes, but we are given that line L is parallel to line M. So what we assume that angle A plus angle B is less than 180 degree is wrong. So here it is, We are given this. Therefore, angle A plus angle B less than 180 degree is impossible. This is result number 1. Means this is not possible or this result is not true. Now, we will go to second possibility. Understanding? We will go to second possibility. What it is? See here. Let us suppose that angle A plus angle B is greater than 180 degree. Second possibility, we are assuming this is true. So what we are having? Angle A plus angle B greater than 180 degree. Okay. Now see here. But what we are having? Angle A plus angle D. A plus D is 180 degree. Why? Angles forming linear pair. Also, angle C plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. How? These two angles form linear pair. So here we have the result. But angle A plus angle D is equals to 180 degree. Angle C plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. Reason for this? Angles in linear pairs. So we are adding this and this result. Angle A plus angle D plus angle C plus angle B, here it is the addition, is equals to 180 degree plus 180 degree. Now angle C and angle D are taken together and inside the bracket we are taking angle A plus angle B. This is equals to 360 degree, this plus this. Now here angle A plus angle B, how much is this? Greater than 180 degree. We are assuming this result is true. So A plus B, angle A plus angle B is greater than 180 degree. Means this could be 181, 182, 200, something like this. Okay. So angle C plus angle D plus value greater than 180 degree is equals to 360. This 180 degree is transformed to this side. Here it will be minus. So 360 degree minus number greater than 180 will be smaller than 180. Means for example 360 degree, if we will consider 181, here will be 179, which is less than 180 degree. So what we get? Therefore angle C plus angle D is less than 180 degree. Now see here, this C plus D is less than 180 degree. These two angles are interior angles formed on the one side of the transversal. So if their sum is less than 180 degree, then by Euclid's postulate, if these two lines are produced in this direction, is they will intersect. But that will not be possible. That is not possible because line L and line M are given parallel. So our assumption A plus B, angle A plus angle B is greater than 180 degree is false. It is wrong assumption. So we are here angle C plus angle D less than 180 degree. Therefore, in this case, line L and line M will intersect each other on the same side of the transversal where angle C and angle D are formed. Okay. So, angle C plus angle D less than 180 degree is impossible. This is not possible. It means angle A plus angle B is greater than 180 degree is impossible. We get this result here because we have assumed this. But this is not possible. It means this assumption is also not possible. So assumption number 1, angle A plus angle B angle A plus angle B is less than 180 degree is not possible. Angle A plus angle B, this one also not possible. So the remaining assumption, the remaining possibility, angle A plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. This must be true. Is impossible. Here we are. Therefore, the remaining possibility, what is the remaining possibility? Angle A plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. This possibility is true. This is from 1 and 2. And therefore, angle A plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. Similarly, angle C plus angle D is equals to 180 degree. This is the proof of the interior angles theorem. So, we have proved this. Now, see here, this proof is an example of indirect proof. In indirect proof, we assume the result is true and then finally we'll come to the conclusion what we have assumed is wrong. So our assumption is incorrect. Yes, what is this? Indirect proof. So learn the proof carefully, see the textbook, see the video, go through the video is very carefully, watch it, read it is, and then I think it is easy to understand. Just it is lengthy, but you will understand it easily if we will read it, if we will go through thoroughly in the proof of the theorem.